So I'm here with Tony Owen from Wrexham Glyndwr University. He is our US champion on that campus. So he's the one that will answer any questions for you, help out with any contacts with departments that you might need, and just general assistance with anything from the US to study at Wrexham Glyndwr. So Tony, thanks for coming along. I wonder if you just might be able to tell us a little bit about the campus, the university, where it's located.
Wrexham University is based in Wrexham, which is the largest town in North Wales. We are very close to the English border. I think what's best about the location is the diversity of activity that it offers. Around Wrexham itself, for students, we have the Clwydian Hills, beautiful landscapes where people can go walking. You've got the River Dee, where people do activities such as whitewater rafting, canoeing. And then on top of that, we are also very close to major cities. We are only 45 minutes away from Liverpool and 1 hour away from Manchester, which has an international airport. We've got 4 campuses. The 2 main campuses which focus with international students are based in Wrexham itself. We have 2 other campuses which are just a short distance from Wrexham. The 2 campuses, there's the main Wrexham campus, and there's the Regent Street campus, which is a 10-minute walk away. The Regent Street campus focuses on arts, whereas the main Wrexham campus focuses on all the main programs. If you come to Wrexham, you'll probably be on the main Wrexham campus. We do have accommodation there, where a student can take a room for, at the moment it's £115 a week, which is very affordable. It's on campus, it's right next to the Students' Union. We try to put students as much as possible so that they are joined by similar interests. We have several cafes, including Starbucks on site. We also have a main dining area, a restaurant, and there are lots of small study areas where you can take your coffee or a sandwich and you can work in a group or you can work on your own.
I wonder if you might want to highlight a couple of the programs that are on offer at Wrexham, just the broad range that you have.
Yeah, well, our courses for international students cover computing, chemistry, humanities. But I think one of the popular courses that we do is in engineering, especially with aeronautical engineering. We work very closely with aerospace that are they are 12 miles away from the university itself.
At Wrexham Glyndwr University, we have some really interesting specialist teaching and research facilities for our applied science programme. So as well as a range of different dedicated laboratories, including analytical chemistry and archaeological laboratories, we also have a crime scene house, which we use to set up simulations for students. And we have a decomposition research facility, which is quite often known as a body farm. In the UK, we focus our research at the moment on the use of animal remains, and body farms in general in Europe are very, very rare. We have 1 human remains facility in Amsterdam, and all of the facilities in the UK use animal remains. We have the only one in Wales that's licensed to do decomposition, and there are just a handful elsewhere in the country. So if you're interested in death investigations, if you're interested in human identification, search and recovery, there's some really interesting opportunities to do research in decomposition and work with things like cadaver dogs, for example.
I wonder if you could also tell us a little bit just about the department in general. How big is it? What's the atmosphere like? Are there clubs or societies or groups that students can get involved in?
So the wider department of the Faculty of Arts, Science and Technology is a really lovely faculty to work in and to study in. What I've noticed since I joined the university a few years ago is the collaborative nature. So staff and students from a wide variety of subjects will work together on projects. So for example, we work quite closely with computing on 3D scanning, for example. We do a lot of work on drone technology as well. And we're trying to develop more programs where we can link with the arts programs as well. So things like forensic facial reconstruction, photography, and those sorts of areas. Particularly for students, I think this works really well because it gives them the opportunity to engage in a lot of extracurricular activities. So we run a crime scene simulation day, and our media students come and film it for us and make like a crime watch type program. And there's lots of other activities and clubs going on. So there are drone competitions. There's a club that rebuilds motor cars and race motor cars. We have criminology and policing societies elsewhere in the university as well. So there's always things going on that students can get involved with.
So what would you say to a student from the US that was thinking about studying this subject in the UK? Why would they choose the UK over something back in the US?
I think that by coming to the UK to study something like forensic science, you're opening yourself up to a lot of different opportunities. Forensic science has had a really good history in the UK. So things like DNA analysis came out of our research facilities over here in the UK. But it also opens up a lot of other opportunities to engage with academia, research and practice that's helping change the course of forensic science and criminal justice across Europe. Lots of our students get the opportunity to travel into Europe and to do field schools. For example, we work quite closely with an institution in Cyprus. And I think just being that much closer to so many other universities and so many other opportunities to engage with a wide range of research and a wide range of academia is really, really excellent. And the other thing that I think is a particular highlight of the Welsh universities is the high level of support that's balanced with the high level of the ambition that we have for our students. I know a lot of institutions in the States do have very large numbers of students, which is great, but it's not always great for those individual students. So I think that if you particularly feel like you'd value that high level of support whilst you're going through your degree programme, then that's something that we can certainly offer here, and that level of challenge as well.
Thank you so much for sharing all of that. Really appreciate your time.
I like talking about it because obviously it's my subject area, so any excuse to talk about something you're passionate about is great.
Hi, my name is Tony Owen. I'm the International Recruitment Manager from Wrexham Glyndwr University. I'm responsible for global recruitment and making sure students are safe and have a great experience once they're on site.
I'm Lauren. Hello to everybody. And I'm the head of enterprise at Wrexham Glyndwr University. Our department is actually quite wide-ranging, and we focus very much on external engagement and industry engagement, and bringing that onto campus through projects and initiatives and activities which our students can also get involved with.
Hi, my name's Nina Ruddle, and my title is Head of Public Policy Engagement at the university, and my job title is to lead really the civic mission for the university and how we engage with communities and partners across all of the region in North Wales and across Wales to really work together in new ways in different projects that actually have a real big impact on the societal challenges like poverty. The big mission we've got at the moment is we're co-creating it with communities and partners to actually tackle social inequality. So we really care and want to be at the heart of social and economic regeneration of our region and wider, and sharing that on an international stage as well. So that's my role.
I wonder if you might be able to talk a little bit about what some of the opportunities for students might be. Why would this be an attraction for them on this campus?
Yeah, I think the difference that what we're doing is quite innovative in the sense of we're actively listening to our partners and the communities in which we serve, and actually saying, how do you want us to work in the future? What are your big challenges and how can we work together with you? So what we're doing is really bringing the societal challenges. We've got the big sort of wicked issues of poverty, inequality, and saying actually how can we use our assets and resources, and that's from an academic lens as well as from learning and a student's perspective. How can we use and harbour all of those assets and ask the right questions and say, well, how can we help in this space? And I think it's really rethinking that civic mission in partnership with communities and with partners. And one of the ways we're doing that is actually listen to stories, like really authentically listen to community stories, and also co-creating what we're trying to do, which is a big mission of ending social inequality by the year 2030, and also bringing the lens of research is how we reframe those questions and develop evidence that actually shapes and changes policy, both in Wales but actually far wider as well. So we've got lots of really innovative projects that we're doing that are really at the heart of the civic mission agenda across the whole of the UK at the moment. So yeah, really excited.
That's the bit that I think is so exciting, the learning, the research, the practical. It's not just a volunteering service learning project. You know, it's so much bigger than that because it's so well integrated into the campus that students come away with growing themselves and engaging with their community in this way, but also real skills that they could take into a workforce, a job interview, you know, all of these things come after.
Enterprise for us is actually quite wide ranging. It actually fits in an awful lot with Nina's area as well, with Civic Mission. We work an awful lot together. But in addition to that, our enterprise team focuses on such things as short courses and part-time courses. So our students are able to access short courses which are also available to the general public and businesses. They range from art-related courses such as jewellery making and oil painting to health-related in terms of maybe introduction to mental health or introduction to counselling, and also business related such as business innovation or introduction to business management. So our students are able to access additional skills and additional contacts, etc., through alongside the studies, if you like. We manage things like degree apprenticeships as well, so we help students to get degree apprenticeships in local employers. So they work in a local employer for 4 days a week, but work and then study with us 1 day a week towards their degree.
That's excellent. We were talking recently with Swansea University about how integrated the work-study element can be to degrees and the employability factors that come with that. And that is across all of our Welsh campuses, that is an opportunity for students that are studying for a full degree. But what I really loved myself when I was looking at degrees in Wales was that connection to the workforce, the ability to get that practical experience while studying, just invaluable. So that's amazing that you have so many opportunities for your students. I wonder if you might be able to speak just a little bit about your own interactions with the students. What kind of an atmosphere is there in the office? What kind of relationships do you develop amongst your teams, amongst the students, amongst projects? How does it feel for a student coming to your campus?
I can step in there first of all, if you like. Our department, whilst it's outward facing, if you like, and we deal an awful lot with industry and external stakeholders, we bring together the students as well in terms of that. So we organise networking events, for example, where students and businesses can come together, build contacts, help each other, gain ideas from each other, bounce ideas off each other, which gives them a great opportunity on campus to kind of have that face-to-face interaction and meet directly with potential employers, but also potential business partners as well if they're thinking about going into business. Our entrepreneurial services is very much about bringing the students in to talk to them. We can have an entrepreneurship coordinator who they all know by face, they all know her name, and she knows all them as well. And it's a very friendly environment where she spends a couple of days a week down in our career centre, which is open to anybody to walk in and have a chat about what they want to do with their future career. But she also has a base up in our office as well, where they can come in and have private chats if they want to, maybe to bounce off ideas which they might not want to do in public, but they can do with her one-to-one. It's a very family orientated environment, really, the university. And I've worked at the university for 20 years, and it's really in my heart to see it grow and develop. And the services that we now offer are very much on a personal basis, and to watch our students come in through the door to then go out on the other side more confident and really facing the future is really a great environment. So it's a really great place to work and fun to study, I think.
Well, thank you so much for this. This has been really insightful to look at how Wrexham Glyndwr University works, some of the highlights that you shared with us. It's really exciting to hear about the hands-on experience that the students get and the support and affordability and the safety. So thanks for that. I really hope this was useful for people watching. And of course, I'll make all the details available for everyone if you have any further questions, and check the links below for links back to Wrexham Glyndwr University. And a couple of the things mentioned here we'll pop down there in the comments as well. So, thanks very much, Tony. Appreciate it.